Well, today I got another microphone video, I know, but this one is really cool and discreet. It's right here. Can you see it? It's like right here. Anyways, this is a really cool video, and I'm actually using it right now in the audio. So how does this thing sound? We're going to be going over this and all the features and what devices you can use it with today. What's up, guys? If you're new here, my name is Fulaim. I run a channel that inspires other creators that your future is whatever you make it. I do the gear reviews, tutorials, and today we got this Fulaim microphone, and I gotta say, I love the size of this thing. Like, totally, it's giving Hollyland a run for their money. I mean, they kind of took their design and they're using it now. It's pretty cool. I would love to see this come in future microphones. I know they can't get built-in recording to this. It would be pretty cool if they could, but what I would really like to see is it be compatible with like regular cameras, because as much as I tried to adapt this, this is only for USB-C and Apple Lightning devices currently. So it does have a little charging case. It looks exactly like the Fulaim X5, which is also another great system. It fits in the same size case. What I like about it, though, is these little Windmuffs fit perfectly on the microphone in the charging case when you close it. So that is brilliant. Another thing is it has Lightning and USB-C adapters that you can plug into those devices, aka phones or computers. And you don't have to buy both. They have a kit that comes with both. They also have a kit where you can buy each separately. So I'm going to try to leave all the links down in the description below on those. But the thing about the system is really the size. And I think this is perfect for people who are looking for a microphone, possibly for their phone or for maybe their action camera, because this thing also works really well with the DJI Action 4. And, I'm going to test all this in this video a little bit later today. But right now, I'm currently running straight into my cell phone, and then I'm just linking up these voice memos later. So I'm just kind of recording a voice memo, and then I'm linking up the audio separately in posts. I'm hoping that they come out with maybe one that fits into the 3.5 millimeter jack. I did try to get a cable that goes from USB-C into 3.5 millimeter to the camera. The problem that I ran into is it doesn't power the microphone receiver. So you have to have a device like a phone or a DJI Action or some sort of action camera that can provide power when you plug in that USB-C into the end. Now, there is a pass-through. So if you need to charge your device, like your cell phone, at the same time of using this, they did a little USB-C on the side of this, and it'll charge your Apple device while using it, which is very brilliant. And it also allows you to, it'll power the unit itself when you plug it into that. The problem is, once you do that, it's like, okay, yeah, it'll go out the 3.5 millimeter jack, but then you got this big bulky setup, and it kind of defeats the purpose of this system. So that's kind of why I didn't really mention it and didn't even review it with the cable and everything like that. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but it just made it bigger. I tried to plug a V-mount battery or something into the side, and it does power it, but then you're just running into a whole nother set of issues. So just stick to USB-C devices and Lightning devices with this, and you're golden. And one other thing that I should mention too is that I am using this USB-C extender. When you plug in certain devices, it will not plug in all the way when you have a case on it. Now, if I had this iPhone without a nice case on it, then yeah, it would slip right in there and plug in no problem. So I found this little USB-C adapter on Amazon for really cheap. I think you got a pack of 2, and it was under $10. And it really just helps get that away from the device. It works awesome. So it worked with my action camera. It worked with the phone. The X3 actually does work with the DJI Action, but it's kind of sitting there at an angle, butting up against the power button. So, I mean, when I typically use it, I still use a little adapter, But if you wanted to cut down on like how much volume and how big and bulky things stick out, then you could essentially plug it into the Action without the need for that little adapter piece. It's just going to kind of angle off to the side a little bit. So it fits perfectly too inside the charging case. It just slides. The little adapter will slide right here in the case, and you can just carry it around with you everywhere you go. That's pretty much how I did it. What's really nice too is it also has a noise canceling, which I'll turn on, and you can know it's on because you'll see 2 LED lights on the little transmitter. Now, it does have like some Fulaim branding on it. If it was me personally, I'd be just taking like a piece of gaff tape and just taping it over there for your long-term videos. But look at this. It blends in really well other than that light. And like I said, if you don't need to see the light or reference the light, just put a piece of gaff tape over this whole thing and the whole thing turns into discrete. What I really like about it too is this magnet system, and it is super strong. It's super strong, and see that's some strong magnet. I'm not worried about this falling off. Now, the other magnets that I am kind of worried about falling off are these Windmuffs. What a great design. I've never seen anybody use magnets for Windmuffs, but like the magnets are definitely not as strong. So like you tap it the wrong way and I feel like the Windmuff will fall off. I'm not really worried about it like falling off while you're walking or anything like that. But if you like were to hit it on accident, like with something, it's going to fall off fairly easily. I think this design is super awesome. And I love the fact that you can slide these in the charging case with the Windmuffs on. So win-win, full aim. There is 3 levels on this thing. So you press this button on the bottom and there's 3 increment levels of volume. However, in my testing that I found with my particular voice, I don't talk very soft. So I feel like if you're a normal talker or even a loud talker, you're going to definitely stay on the lowest volume every single time. And then because it's if you're on 2 or 3, you start getting some distortion, at least with my particular voice. So I just kind of leave it at the lowest volume. I think if I wanted to improve anything with version 2 of this, maybe even more so volume control, or possibly somehow get a negative in there just so you can guarantee you're not going to overpeak depending on how loud you are. But I found that when you're on the lowest volume setting, it works perfectly fine. So let's go outside and test phone, distance, action, all the fun other stuff. All right, now we are outside with the X3 on with my iPhone 15 Pro, and this is what you're going to get the sound like. Like I said, using that little adapter to pull off the side just makes it super convenient. And right now there is no noise canceling on. I got the Windmuff on. I have found that with my loud talking voice, that is level 1, it sort of is on the edge of distorting. So what I like to do is pull the microphone down a little bit lower, kind of in the center of my chest. Depending on how loud you talk, it's going to sound better the closer you get to your subject's mouth. However, this thing is kind of sensitive with the volume, it seems, so it's okay to have a little bit further away, and that's probably how they designed this. However, I would have liked to see a little bit more gain control on that, but, this is the workaround, and now it can just be a little bit lower. I don't have to worry about how high it is to me or whatever, or how visible it is with line of sight when you're hiding it. So I guess it makes it nice for that. So just leave it on the lowest volume and do that. But this is what this sounds like and looks like. Here, let's go ahead and, there we go. I got the noise canceling turned on. Can you hear a difference? So I'm going to be quiet with it off right here. So it's off. Can you hear a difference with it being how quiet it is? Now we're going to go to this setup right here. We're going to put it on the tripod, do a distance test with the DJI Action, and you'll get to hear what it sounds like through that too. All right, so now we are on the Action 4. I got the microphone on, the Windmuff on, and the noise canceling is also turned on, just so you can get the full shebang bang. I'm going to walk away from the camera and we're just going to see how this breaks up. If it's like typical systems, you're going to get a lot of breakup when the back is turned to the camera, kind of like right now. And so, but once again, this system, I don't really think you're going to need to have a big distance because you're using it mainly with smart devices and action cameras. So you got 5, 10, 15. I'm about 20 feet away from the camera right now. So 20 feet, and I'm going to keep going. So la, 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 test 1, 2. Okay, how is the microphone sounding? Is it breaking up yet? 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2. I am like 30 feet away, 40 feet away, possibly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40 feet away, 45 feet away. We're going on 50 feet away, and now my back is, all right, turning back around here to test 1, 2, 3, test 1. All right, we're going on 8 feet here. We're going on 90 feet, so we're 90 feet away, 90 feet away, 90 feet, 100 feet away, all the way over here. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I don't know why anybody would ever be this far away from the camera, but we're going to go to test 1, 2, 3. All right, we're like 130. Even if it made it this far, I mean, you're never really going to walk this far away, but that's cool. Test 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test, 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 test 1 and 2. All right, now it's probably definitely back in. Most of these systems can go this distance, no problem. It's just when you start going really far away with your back facing. So I'm sure this is going to be working over here. The question is, how far away can you get it to work? So that'll be an interesting test for sure with this little tiny system. But it's really cute. I think Fulaim did another banger job with this. I would like to see a bigger brother version of this. I love the size. Like I said, it's just so cool. The magnet design, it's just on par. Good job, Fulaim. Good job. Now let's get back into the studio, do some final thoughts, and see who this is for. So I'm back in the studio now. I'm still going into the Action 4. It's sitting off to the side here. I'm getting a different little angle here. Terrible lighting, but whatever. The range test, I was kind of impressed by. I didn't expect it to even go that far, but you can definitely see the limitations. This thing is like, it started breaking up around 100 to 150 feet. And then when you're facing the camera, it had no issues at that distance. Once you started going past that, even when you were facing the camera, it wasn't really guaranteed. But once again, with this system, you're not really concerned too much about that because you're not going to be going forward with like an action camera or a phone, and even when you're on a regular camera, you're not even going to go that far. So I think it's a perfectly good distance. I like to see the longer distance on those just because it means that you're guaranteed to have no problems at all within that big window that you would typically have. So I like this. It's good. So good job fooling with that. I mean, the receiver is like super tiny. The microphone is super tiny. For it to even get distance like that, it's, like I said, kind of impressive. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Are you going to be picking this system up? I think this is perfect for somebody who wants a system to use with their cell phone and their action cameras. And, you just get that little adapter piece. It works great. You don't have to worry about taking it out of your cases. It slides in there. It all comes with a nice charging case. Everything fits in there with the Windmuffs on. It's ready to go. It charges the units in the case. Brilliant design. Kudos to you, Fulaim. It's all USB-C. I didn't even mention this too much. Didn't even test it out, but you can use this as a microphone system for your computer. So you just USB-C into the computer, and then you can have great noise canceling and all that stuff. It does have a lightning adapter, so if you have an older cell phone Apple device that uses the lightning still, you can purchase that. You can purchase both. If you have a lightning, I'd say purchase both so you have an upgrade plan. If you only have the USB-C device, then you probably don't even need the lightning, and you probably could save some more money. So all the packages will be down in the description below. Feel free to check this out. Another banger from Fulaim. Good job, Fulaim. I would like to see you come out with one just like this 4 cameras. I think I tried to link this to the X5 system, this microphone, and it didn't work. So I think it'd be really cool if they could either come out with something like this that links with the X5 or make a whole new system that's like this that goes into cameras. And if you can even make it fit on the Sony MI Hotshoe, you'd be a winner chicken dinner in my book. But that's just my opinion. I hope you guys liked this video. Hope you found some value out of this. See if it's for you. Another banger from Fulaim. Good job, Fulaim. Awesome. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys sending me stuff. This video is not sponsored by them. They don't get to see it beforehand, but they did kindly send this out to me. So thank you, Fulaim. And you guys can do all the fun YouTube thing. Like, subscribe, and you guys know that I will see you in the future. Maybe I should just keep using, like my face. I kind of get this, like, moody tone, you know, moody tone to it. I love the pink moody tone. It's just great. Pink and moody. You just cut.